Okay, so here we are for the battle against Fredo, and he brings roughly what I was expecting. It's a very bulky team, probably with a offensive 𝙂𝘼𝘼𝑗𝑒𝑚 and 𝙂𝑚𝑛𝑎pe as the way to try and break my team down. So, we know that I'm having a stroke once again. We know there's Tera flying on 𝙂𝘼𝘼𝑗𝑒𝑚, and it's Tera rock on the 𝙂𝑚𝑛𝑎pe, which is not what I was expecting at all. But the plan, I think, will always remain the same. Set up rocks and go from there. There is a 𝙂𝘼𝘼𝑗𝑒𝑚, which I thought had a good chance of coming, but we should be okay with our 𝙂𝑗𝑒 against that. There's not a lot it can do, and we should just be able to set up iron defenses. In fact, there's not a great deal that can deal with iron defense 𝙂𝑗𝑒 here. So, go ahead, lock that in. If we get rid of the Samurott early, I can Tera Ghost with 𝙂𝑗𝑒 whenever. And immediately it becomes like borderline unbreakable. If we can't Tera it, then it's definitely going to have a bit more of an issue. But at the same time, we just need to get rid of this darn Hisuian Samurott, which hopefully we can do early on. Hopefully we can get a turn 1 knockout on it, but we'll see. They are leaving us very, very late. They do lock it in. Okay, we're good. Now, if we see the 𝙂𝘼𝘼𝑗𝑒𝑚 lead, that's like worst case scenario because we don't, I believe, take Hurricane from Modest with our Crook. If it's Tera flying, I need to just keep that in mind. Hazardous is the Samurott. So this is actually what I was wanting. We're going to get the Intimidate. And I do want to set up my hazards. They don't have removal. And we'll see whether or not they're scarfed, but they should never click Ceaseless. Really? They shouldn't click Ceaseless into this? If they do, they're just going to set up their spike and die. They knock off. Okay. Rip the Choppleberry. Now, question is, do we actually still live? Do we still live a hit from this? Like, close combat doesn't knock you out. Razor Shell after the Intimidate. I don't think it does. 276. It would be a roll. Depending on his investment, it would be a roll in my favor, but I think I'd rather just go for the Earthquake, get guaranteed damage off on this. Yeah, I'm just going to go for it. And a Ceaseless. Okay. So, close combat has literally no switch-ins. You don't switch in Muck. So I'm just going to go for the CC. Only one spike is not the end of the world. Yeah. Okay, so Samurott goes down, one spike. Crit. Absolutely didn't matter. If I clicked on the previous turn and it crit, then yes, it would have mattered. But we can actually keep this mon around now to deal with things like the Muck and the Archaludon. I was happy to trade it, but I'm also happy to keep it. Natsu comes in. It's going to be the Infinite. And if it is Sash, then that Sash is gone. Our switch-ins to this mon aren't amazing. I will say that much. We kind of have to work out what set this is going to be. Do I need to keep this around? I think it's probably the better question. I don't think I do, and I'd rather go for the Earthquake. On the off chance that they decide to go like setting up or anything like that, I'm still willing to trade this. This was what my plan was, and if they try and set up or get crazy with it, then we're in a good spot. Major Splits. We might live this. We don't. Okay. But that's fine. That's actually really good, because now I can go out into 𝙂𝑗𝑒. We know this is physical. And I can Tera and click Iron Defense. How much does Infinite do to... So if it's banded Flare Blitz, it would have had to have been banded to knock me out from there. No, that's after the Intimidate. It was not necessarily needing to be banded. So, with that in mind, we actually take 2 Flare Blitzes from band. So yeah, I'm just going to go for the Iron Defense. They are going to withdraw. I'm interested to see what comes in on this. It's going to be Muck. So what's the plan here? Are you going to be Curse? I mean, this is also good for an endgame of 𝙂𝘼𝙍𝘼𝘼𝘼𝘼𝘼, so I don't mind this at all. At +2 defense, so your Black Sludge. At +2 defense, we will do 26 to 31. And we've seen that it's not... I've already got anything. Could I just Iron Defense again? I don't think there's any reason to not. They can't poison me. Like, no matter what, you can't poison me and I can get up to +6. And then I can 2-hit KO you. And we will be recovering health. I assume you'll knock off my lefties here, but I'm still just going to go for this. Yeah, there's a knock. That's fine. We're now at +6. And yeah, body press, 53 to 62 if you're not physically defensive. If you are physically defensive, then we don't 2-hit KO, but we would 3-hit KO instead. So I'm just going to click body press. You can't poison me. Like, that was a crit. I was about to say, that did way too much damage. And you are Fizz Death. Good to know. I'm going to body press one more time. And then I'm going to recover. Because we are Spadef, there should be, like, literally nothing that can break through this. You can't poison me, so... I will go for a single recover, get myself up to full. And, yeah, I don't... Like, overwhelming damage on the special side is the only way that Garg goes down at this point. So, yeah, we may end up with just Garg doing the Garg things. Body press just misses out on the KO. That was Hatterene. Hatterene was what I was expecting to try and deal with this mon. But yeah, we'll body press again. I think it's going to be, like, 𝙂𝘼𝘼𝘼𝘼 is the one thing that can do enough, but I honestly, I don't even know how much that's doing to me. Now he's going for Z headbutt flinches. I respect it. He's not going to get it. Did that do 1? Did that do actually 1 damage? It's got to be 𝙂𝘼𝘼𝘼𝘼 that comes in, right? I don't think there's anything else on this team that takes a hit. 𝘂𝘼𝘼𝘼𝘼 maybe comes in? If Kilo is Specs Tera flying, that would be like something that could definitely do a lot to me. If it's Specs, it's a roll to kill. Super TF, that is the 𝙂𝘼𝘼𝘼𝘼. Okay. So I'm going to assume that he knows he's got to get damage on this first. He Dracos and misses. Sorry, Fredo. I'm so sorry. Like, if you were Specs, I want to calculus, because, like, obviously that matters. Because now, like, it probably isn't going to put me in range of the 𝘂𝘼𝘼𝘼 rule. That's probably just modest max core strength. It's the Dunsparce. I mean, I'm just going to keep clicking. Shadow Ball, I am neutral to that because of Purifying Salt being the stupidest ability to ever exist. They do get a Spadef drop though. So as much as I'm going to pick up the kill here, I do need to switch on 𝘂𝘼𝘼𝘼𝘼. But Specs 𝙂𝘼𝘼𝘼𝘼 would have done like 85-ish%. I have no reason to not just go out into... Iron Crown here. We're Assault Vest to take this on. It was to try and take on Tera Ground. And considering it's not Tera Ground, just T-Bolts. And I can just Psyshock. You can't switch out. But then also, like, there's no world in which even Banded Infinite takes out Garg. Because Garg is just that stupid. Yeah, he's going to let us go down. was going to barely live. Gotta respect that. So Iron Crown gets in on the kills. And now it's just 𝙂𝘖𝘖𝘖𝘖𝘖𝘖𝘖𝑖𝑛𝑎pe. And I could be that guy in Switch. Do I want to be? Like, realistically, no. I just come back in with Wake afterwards and kill something. So I'm just going to go for Psyshock. Yeah, they blitz. I'll let them get a kill because honestly the Draco Mist was bullshit. Like, I'm not going to fuck around for differential that I didn't probably deserve. So, yeah, we'll go for that. And we'll just go into Wake. Because we're boots, we take everything, we are somewhat bulky. You would have to be... yeah, flip turn takes you out from here. Yeah, they're just going to blitz again. I think their choice Scarf. We are max speed, but how to get the bud. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to matter too much at this point. I'm just going to double back into Wake. Garg has been here from the start. Garg can get the kill. Gonna take the spikes, and honestly, if we get burned here, that's deserved, I would say. They're gonna blitz, and it's not gonna kill. Did that die to the recoil? I think it did. Yes, but it's still Garg's kill. GG to Frido. No Hatterene definitely made that game a lot easier for me. But at the same time, like, Tera Garg into this matchup was just stupid. It literally just walled everything. So it would have been tough, no matter what, for him to win that game. The Draco Mist sucked, and I will absolutely openly admit that wouldn't have killed me, but at the same time, it would have done a fuck ton of damage if it was specs. GG to Frido, make sure to go check him out. Link will be down in the description below. Like and subscribe, and until the next one, have a great day, guys. Peace.